So we've done 4 reseals. A lot of reseals on the seals for the front door and for the wheelchair door.
And the roof seams.
Yes. And it just rained, so we're going to go see how successful we were.
Actually, it looks okay.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay, that's really exciting.
Yay!
We resealed the top of this with Dicor instead of the other sealant that
Yeah.
we use. And it's dry right now.
Awesome. We've resealed with Dicor on the top of this one as well.
So, if there's more rain coming, we will double check this, but right now it might be okay.
Yay! All right. We are going to call this day 41. Don't look too closely at the dates. We took like a 3-day weekend and just went out camping in Andy's van and hiking and just took a deep breath and got away from everything for a little while. And now we're back. So day 41 of working. Andy is inside with the cabinet putting on the actual hinges and the handles. And then I think the cabinet's done, the overhead cabinet for up here. So that's super exciting. And I am out here building our battery box. So this is what I have made. Yippee! So this piece is going to stay unattached. We may put little pieces of Velcro on the bottom to like kind of help hold it in place, but I think it's kind of tension fit well enough that we may just leave it. And the bed's going to be sitting down kind of right on top of it, so it should hold it in place. Anyway, so this can then come up.
There we go.
And then we've got all of our batteries. So this piece is going to stay permanently mounted. It's already screwed in just to help hold the batteries in place so that they don't bounce at all. They are shoved in there really, really tight from side to side. That's holding it down from the top, and then we're going to put this wall in on this side to hold it flush against there so that they don't move side to side either. So they shouldn't have any jarring impacts while we're driving. I'm working on at least getting all of the wires cut for the solar wiring. So once we get all this set up and everything ready to just attach, we can throw the solar panels on the roof, run the wiring down, connect them all in, and we will be good to go. So that's exciting to be getting really close to that. We just need a day without rain now. I also want to talk a little bit about the batteries that we chose. I'm not going to go into all the calculations and everything that we did to make sure we have like the right number of amp hours and everything. There's plenty of videos on YouTube that you can go check out for that. Typically the lead acid batteries, which are the normal ones, the deep cycle batteries, you can only discharge them down to 50% and then you have to go back up, otherwise it like shortens their lifespan a lot. And they're only really good, even with that, they're only good for about 2 years. With lithium ion batteries, in general they say they can be discharged down to 20% and then back up without damaging the battery at all. And even with that, their lifespan is like at least 10 years. So lithium, if you're going to be doing something off-grid, lithium is the way to go for an extended period of time. We went with the Battleborn lithium-ion batteries. They are way more expensive, but they give you more capacity and last like 10 years. So we were going to go with Renogy batteries. We went with Renogy for our solar panels, and they have been fantastic. Their tech support has been wonderful in helping us figure out how to design our solar system. The reason we did Battleborn over Renogy, the Battleborn site says you can discharge their batteries 100%, down to 0%, and back up with no damage to the batteries. And we were really confused by that because it's not like they're chemically any different than any of the other lithium batteries out there, which say you can only go down to 20%. So we did some research, and it turns out Battleborn at least says that they have some sort of technology in there which makes it so they can never be discharged below 20%. So our monitor will read as 0%, but the batteries will still have 20% in them. And so they're not really 100 amp hour batteries, they're like 120 amp hour batteries. So that's why we ended up going with these, because they're labeled as 100 amp hour, but it's 100 amp hours of usable energy, not 100 amp hours, and then you have to leave at least 20% in them. I hope that made sense. That's why we went with these batteries. So I am working on wiring battery to inverter. We have to come way over here to use this thing, which is the crimping tool. There we go. Alright, slide this on here. Make sure none of the little wires fold over backwards. Lining it up with my little mark there. Well, then you just hammer it. Alright. With that. So that it's all nice and tight. And solid connection. And then we're going to throw a shrink wrap around it. Ta-da! There it is. So this tool was like 20 bucks, and can't remember how much the lugs were, but I guess those are kind of the only real specialty things that we needed to get. Oh, and the heat shrink. But it wasn't horrible. I think with returning the other, the pre-cut wires, it's gonna end up about the same price. Just a little extra work, but it will function way better, so yay. It's perfect! Oh man. So here's our wiring. It's not done yet. I ran out of these. I was stupid and only got enough to be on one side of each wire, but each wire needs 2 sides. So I have ordered more from Amazon, and those should be here in 2 days. Yay. So waiting on the rest of those. Over here we have the 6 gauge for running between a bunch of different things, but I am 1 short on those, and so I have to run back to Home Depot to get that. So all the greens are the grounds running to this thing. We're fairly confident that these parts run down and connect to the actual frame, and we saw some other wires that from the regular bus system that are grounded onto this as well. So we figured that's probably a safe bet. Are you ready?
Ready. So now they open.
Oh, beautiful. You're amazing.
Press. And they're a little stiff because I had to mount them in a weird way. But they slow close.
But they at least stay closed.
They slow close and they do stay closed. They're pretty firm, so I don't think we're going to have to add magnetic latches or
Awesome.
tension latches or anything.
Awesome.
Finally done.
Yay!
13 days.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Okay, so I need to see the struts. Cool.
So this one had 9 7/8 worth of mounting, which would have put the bottom of it like down here. So
Yeah.
instead I mounted it back and low as I could, and then found out where to put that and just landed it there.
Nice. Cool. Nice job, honey.